All I wanna do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year is 1906, a more uncivilized time, where tea leaves were just infesting everywhere. The issue presenting itself was the leaves getting everywhere. Frustration of wanting to drink made it so unfair. All I want to do is enjoy the tasty water. Getting leaves in your teeth turns it to an enjoyment slaughter. Need someone to come along and fix this heinous plot. Then I thought, that's me, I'm a genius on the spot. I need to cleanly move the leaves from point A to B. I need a contraption for this. Who's a genius? It's me. I'll get a piece of fabric attached to a string. You see what's back in my step? That's right, the spring. The leaves give the flavor without the fear of spreading. Now this is the greatest invention since the dawn of bedding. Now it can be enjoyed with any snack, sweet or salty. With this invention there is squat that is faulty. I look at my creation and I proudly wave my victory flag. It's like someone eating nuts, cause I just made the tea bag. The year.
Thank you guys so much. Hi, as you can see, my backdrop broke. The beginning is A-bomb. Yeah. Before I even started streaming, he wrote that for me. My mic's loud. Oh, no, that was my laughing. Yeah, the song is Apom. Apom did that for me. We were messing around on the Macaroni Princess stream, and I said, can you write a rap about tea? And he's like, yep. Goes away for 30 minutes, come back, gave me that. And I was like, oh, I'm thinking about, yeah, it is the best song. And the Macaroni Prince is the one who does my Be Right Back rap. So yeah, they both did the raps, and I am very happy. Oh my god, I did not realize that. Who donated? Oh, god damn it. I go away for a week, and my charity is 100%. Guys, I love you. I know. It is so catchy. It's absolutely amazing songs. I know, I'm just gone for like a week. Hello, Wolfman. It is 12 p.m. on the dot. Well, midday. Yeah, I had a week break. I had a little bit of I could classify my every month I choose a new charity. This month was Sam's. It's a charity for medical and mental health support for people over in Syria and refugees in different areas. So I was just like, oh, hi, Han. So yeah, I was just... So the charity before that was the Trevor Project, and the charity before that was... I forgot, 'cause I don't have a good memory. I will remember, but I forgot. But yeah, we've done 3 months, 3 different charities. But yeah, we're 2 days away from the next one. Hey, Turban, or Twyla. But yeah, I had a week off because, yeah, I want to spread love and, yeah, have a nice rest, lovely. I want to spread, like, the love and, like, kind of give people an idea of what there is out there. And, like, I don't have the funds to give to charity all the time, but I know that if you have like $2 or something, you could always like give to charity. I've got really dry lips, sorry. Yeah, I'm okay. I had a week off because as I like kind of explaining, I classify myself as a spoonie. So the whole idea of spoonies is you have a certain amount of spoons. So this is something that I picked up through my therapist. It's ribbons. The therapist talked about ribbons. You have a certain amount of ribbons, and you should only give away a certain amount of ribbons. It's just kind of the same idea with spoonies. You have... Oh, thank you. I'll also talk about your stream after I talk about the spoonies. So if you're running on one spoon, you're like very low on energy. So last week I was running on probably about 1 spoon, and I was just like, if I keep going the way I'm going, I will get very ill. Thank you so much. I'm familiar with the idea of spoons, though I've heard of spoonies as well, but yeah, so I run very low on spoons. It doesn't matter how much you donate, of course. Yeah, exactly. If you don't donate anything, that's fine. It's also the idea of having hi Francie, getting the messages of each of the charities out there. So like having the idea of, hey, you need mental health and medical support for people with refugee. You're still editing the book, and I'll be off to play prison next year. Oh, cool. That's so cool. but it's like the idea of refugee support for, like, because I feel like sometimes living as a person who is very privileged, as a white person in Australia, you don't often think of what it's like to be a refugee and how hard it would be to live in a refugee camp, not having a stable household, all that kind of stuff. So just having the charity there, thinking about that as we are entertaining ourselves in our day-to-day life, is a really good message to have. So yeah, I feel like, yeah. Hi, Squaw! But yeah, that's just what, it's kind of like what I want to do. I want us to kind of shock ourselves out of our everyday system and think about it. I love, that's something I really like. There is a podcast that I listen to sometimes, which is like, it talks about true crime and supernatural themes. And one of the people on it is non-binary, and I love those, non-binary, and they work in the prop department, and it's called, oh, you'll do great, don't be nervous. And they work and they like work on really big, like they worked on the set of like Marvel movies and stuff. It's so cool, like listening about how they make props and stuff. Why is the link command not working? I didn't get rid of it. American Rust. Ooh. Look. Hey, Jazz. But also, highly recommend everyone to go check out Imran Krim. I don't know if I pronounce your thing properly. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce words. I can't spell. Can I put the trailer? Yeah, if one of my mods can permit Turbin to put links. Turbin, Tyler. I am not responsible for him. But yeah, I was on a charity podcast on, not podcast, charity stream during this weekend, and it was so educational. It was so amazing. And I learnt so much, not just about academia, but I learnt so much about myself as well. And I highly recommend people go back and watch the VOD, because it was just, I don't know, I feel like I learned a lot more. Like, I hate to turn things on about turn around onto myself, but I feel like sometimes when you research academia and you research things, you learn about yourself a little bit. And like, thank you so much, and yay, welcome, Squaw. You are now a teabag. Welcome to the teabags. Oh my god, every time we raid, he just goes, get teabagged. And so this whole idea of having representation in like learning and all that kind of stuff, that really got me thinking that it was so important. It's not the I love the raid. I love that being the raid message. It really helps. It is now. But hey, Have. Yeah, his modding is always top tier. My sleep schedule's screwed. Yes. But I highly recommend that, watching it, because I did learn so much. And like, it made me think back to high school even, where I had a teacher my favorite teachers were always teachers who had some form of like underlying health conditions. Sounds like they want at night hours. Oh god. Okay, all good, Ali. And it really made me think, like, my favorite teacher was my religious teacher, which I'm not religious at all, but she had an underlying health condition, which kind of, like, I related to, and it made me really work on my religious work, and I learned so much about other religions and all that kind of stuff, which I now acknowledge because of that stream, that when I relate to someone who is teaching me, I then learn more. And that's the same with my maths teacher. One of my maths teacher had health conditions, and I wanted to work harder because they're like me. And so I actually acknowledge that now because of your stream. So highly recommend going and watching that. There was more on the prison system. It's all about LGBTQI. It was a charity stream. They raised over their goal. It was really good. Highly I can't recommend it enough. It was really good. But yeah, clearly there was one person speaking that I like very much related to. So yeah, thank you for that. I know that I was on there, but I talk shit. Me, causing chaos around the globe for decades to come. But yeah, I'm back after a week of rest, kind of. Have my tea. Can I commit more genocide yet? Yes, it is possible. It's always possible. Oh, okay. I scored a drop. I don't know what drops are. I'm going to... And let's not forget T wasn't... I was chaotic. I talked about my childhood. I scared people about my childhood. Sometimes I forget that my childhood was not exactly the most normal of things. I always forget that. Like, it's just... And also I was running on, like, 6 hours sleep because APOM had his 24-hour stream and everyone was up for it. Yeah. It was amazing. It was an amazing stream and I was just so happy. And then you had APOM's 24-hour stream, so I was awake from, like, 2 o'clock my time that morning. Yeah, it was such a busy weekend, Jazz. It was insane. Like, I had hardly any sleep, and as someone who has epilepsy, no sleep makes me very ill. Yes, we do. Like, they are so informative, and, like, I don't know, they speak to me on, like, this weird level. APOM, okay, so here's the funny thing with APOM. He finished his 24-hour stream and then got off and played COD on my husband's stream. Yeah, for 4 hours of his 24-hour stream, he slept. Yeah, no, he got off of his 24-hour stream and then went and played COD with my husband. It was... I'm like, go to bed. Yeah, I consider it forfeit due to the 4 hours sleep too, which was hilarious because I wake up in the morning and my husband's talking on stream. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, APOM's asleep. I'm like, where is he? He's like, oh, he's in bed. I'm like... Oh, it was such a chaotic weekend. That's the thing. My need is I need stability, but I need chaos. So I like stable chaos. Chaotic stability. Makes sense? No. I was up the 24. Yeah, I can believe that. Watching yeah. Inkmo also had 19-hour stream. Everyone was up all weekend. When it was not real Ape. Yeah, Apom had this loop where he filmed it, where he was just like two Apoms looking at each other. He is just a like cinematog he's a cinematography genius, honestly. I forgot to put tags in. I'm not the smartest today. Fuck it. No tags for me today. Use some channel assets, and it was... He's just brilliant. It was also, our Midsummer Festive, so it was oh my god. This weekend was insane. Hi. Hi, long time no see.
Hello.
Hi, kitty. I love that cat so much. I really wish I should have made that my follow thing. I love this little... I just love that cat so much. I hardly get to see it. I just love my cat. Also, I want to get a cat. Or a dog. An animal. I should probably get into my criminology thing. But... I'm having fun. I'll take yours if it is allergy friendly. I kind of already have yours. That's Hef's cat for anyone who's unaware. Hef sent me his sticker of cat because I had enough channel points on his stream to get a sticker. I want a hairless cat. I really want a hairless cat. Cute. Yeah, it's just very hard to get, it's very hard to get a hairless cat. Like, they're very expensive and no one has them. They also have a ton of illnesses. But yeah, they're so cute. I want every type of animal is my issue. I am very attached to animals. I don't know. I'm weird. I should do my criminology thing, but I'm just like... I've missed everyone. But, yeah. What else happened? Oh, the main reason why I was away. I completely forgot. Hi. Main reason Oh, why my husband has cat hair allergies, which is actually like it's not that you're allergic to the hair, it's you're allergic to the we chill, no rush, yeah. Yeah, so the main reason that I like lost all my energy is, as you all know, I've been on a journey. Oh, I would say wonderful. A horrible journey. A journey to get science juice. The science juice for my veins. For those who are in the Discord, or for those who have been around for a while, you know it's been a horrible journey. I am in one of the first categories. Hi. I love that everyone's here, like all the people from the stream as well. A series of unfortunate events, science juice edition. So yeah, I've been on a journey to get science juice. I'm in category 1B, so I should be one of the first people to get the jab. The jab. And so I was put on a waiting list in, I would say, March? Yeah, March. And then The good jab. The good jab. So I was put on a waiting list in March. Then the AstraZeneca issue happened. So I was... I just kind of strolled in. Sorry, it's a pain to get here. We're doing good. I'm talking about the reason why I wasn't streaming for a week. The journey for the science juice. So, then I'll get on to the crime. The crime will happen. Not the crime I've committed. The other crime. What is wrong with me? A lot. So, I was on a waiting list for AstraZeneca. Then the AstraZeneca issue happened, and people under 40 weren't allowed to get AstraZeneca. Don't worry about it, Hep. Don't worry about it. God damn it, my mods. They're on it. So, I was taken off the waiting list. Then I had to call the government, because we have a government line in Australia where you call the government line and then they'll book you in at one of the hospitals. I called the government line and they say, we're not booking anyone with a disability. No discrimination there. Then I took a month to process what just happened. And I thought it was just one person. Like, I just thought maybe they fucked up. But then I heard from 2 other of my friends that the same thing happened to them. And so we went through that. Then I tried again. I got booked in. My best friend took me. And I got turned away because they only had the 2nd dose. Stay calm, crime will happen later. I like it. So I got the 2nd dose. I couldn't get the 2nd dose because I haven't had the 1st dose. They turned me away and said, oh, why don't you try the showgrounds? I called up and they're like, oh, we'll book you in the showgrounds. And the person looked and there was no dose at the showgrounds. And so they booked me into the Melbourne hospital. So a week later, at 8 o'clock in the morning, I can't wake up at 8 o'clock, just pointing that out, because I've got cognitive issues. If you can't tell from the jumping from one point to the other, cognitive. I went there. They said there's been a miscommunication, you can't get vaccinated here. So they sent me to another place and they said, you can't get vaccinated here either because you're not booked in. That was last week. It's been like March, April, May, June. It's been 4 months since I'm supposed to get vaccinated. And I'm in the first group. And it really brought me to this point of when the pandemic first started. It's not the worst part. I'm happy you're vaccinated. My husband, who is my carer, is vaccinated. And that's not the worst part. That's a good thing. I'm happy my husband is vaccinated. It means that I'm safer. I don't think that's the worst part. I think that's a good thing. Because he's the one that leaves the house. What brings me back to, this bad time is that when the pandemic first started, everyone would be like, well, why don't people with disabilities just stay in the house? And it's like, how? Exactly, we do stand supportive partners here. He needs to go out and do everything because I can't go anywhere. It makes life a little bit harder. And that's just kind of like, I don't want him to feel bad that he actually got it. That's a good thing. Yeah, people used to say that to me all the time. It's like, why don't you just stay home? Well, now we're at a point where I can get vaccinated and I'm not getting vaccinated. So that is why the week, like last week, was very hard to deal with. But lucky for me, my partner is now got the first dose. I don't know if he's booked in for the second dose. I haven't asked him. I'm really good at that. But that means that he gets to go out all the time and get all the stuff for us. And I get to stay inside. And as an introvert, that's actually quite good for me. I don't like going outside. You can tell by my pale complexion. But I do miss going to uni. I do miss learning. I can't do online learning. It kills me. Online learning, as someone who has a lot of attention issues, it's not a thing I can do. I will play with my phone. I will fidget. I'm a fidgeter. I prefer to, like, something that I really wish that they would allow me to do is colour in. In class, I used to draw little patterns on my book while I'm learning. I know it makes no sense to people. How can you be paying attention if you're drawing? But I do. I just wish that people would allow that. I am a fidgeter. I'm currently ripping up this while I'm talking. I constantly fidget. So that's why I don't feel like learning online is helpful. Because if you don't give me someone to pay attention to while I'm fidgeting, I'm not going to learn. Also, if you don't challenge me, I don't learn. That's something that happened when I moved. Yeah, it does. If you don't give me something to challenge me, I'll get bored, fidget more. Something that I learnt recently is that it's normal to bite on your necklace if you're a fidgeter. So I used to have all these necklaces, and Mum used to buy me new necklaces all the time because I would bite the living shit out of them. They've now got these new necklaces that are rubber that you bite on if you're anxious. So apparently normal. So welcome to anxiety. But yeah, I feel like I shall get into crime. Trigger warning. I've seen those necklaces recommended for fingernail biters. I've stopped biting my fingernails because I chopped them all off because of my ukulele. Because, yeah, if you see now, like, because of the ukulele doing, my nails are all gone. Because you can't play it if you got long nails. Hi, Mood Swing.
Hey, can't stick around because I am the worst sub, but will lurk when pass.
I appreciate the sub, but you're not the worst. Trust me, you're the best. Oh, you're the sweetest. No, but I will, I'm giving trigger warning. This one involves children. For anyone who's new here, I do not... Yeah, I am too. I don't bite anymore. I'm more of a ripper. I'm the ripper. No, but what is it? I'll give you a trigger warning because there are children, deaths of children here. A rippity. Yeah. But if you're new here, you know that I don't go in and talk about I don't gush over, like, the death stuff. I talk more about what surrounded it. I am not someone who goes in and goes, oh, this gory detail and this gory detail. I'm not in the forensic kind of thing online because it's, I don't know, it's not my forensic. One day I might go into a forensic one. Maybe. But until I have that kind of audience who's okay with that, and until I have more of a adult, if I have an adult person and it's not so gory, then I might do a forensics. But right now, when it's a child, I'm not going to go over the gory details. It is purely factual. Yeah. But this one's more fascinating because it is a different country. It's a lot of details I did not know about. It is in Singapore. Very fascinating story. Country I did not know had so much fucked up shit. Sorry, swearing. I'm not PG. Yeah. But it is just such a fascinating place. Like, my husband has been to Singapore. My husband's been to a lot of different places, actually. I've only been in Australia. I'm a bogan. But he said that it's illegal to have chewing gum there, which I find fascinating because of they're really good with environmental stuff. And they say that it's like because of people like spitting out chewing gum on the ground, they're just like, no, it's illegal. You can get deported if you're from overseas for chewing gum. You can be like, it's super illegal to have chewing gum over there. And like, if you look over seas, I forgot where it was. If you look over at Malaysia, was it? I don't know. But there's like this big smog. And it looks like a storm. That's what he was saying to me. I'm just like, that's insane. Yeah, Malaysia, thank you. And I just was like, that's cool, but horrible, but kind of cool. So I just thought it was really interesting. And like researching about all this stuff made me really interested in the country. Because there's just, like, I'm not a expert in any sense of the country. But it is a very interesting country. But yeah, I will go to my little tidbit. So there's my sources. This is a very interesting thing for me because my backdrop is gone. That's weirding me out. Yeah, Singapore is extremely tough on crime, but culture there allows disciplined military base. Yeah. Yeah, my husband said that you go into the airport and everyone's got like military grade. They do a lot of canings, yeah. That reminds me of my first school, because I went to a Catholic school that went from kindergarten to grade 10. To grade 12. And so kindergarten is like the year before grade 1. And I went there from kindergarten to grade 10. And there used to be a cane hung up on the back of the principal's wall. And there'd be like stories of like, there'd be like whispers that, oh, if you do something really bad, the principal will cane you. I don't think that's true, but it scared the living shit out of me. Yeah. They left. I've got that information in here. It was only in 65 that they left. And I've actually got the act where it happened. I found it. But it's all fascinating. Like, it was a state of Malaysia, which I just find, it's also frigging interesting. Like, I went through this and I'm like, this is fascinating. Like, Singapore is such an interesting place. Before I get started, though, I'm probably going to have a little break because I don't want to go P in the middle of this because I've got a weak bladder. So I'll leave you with the Be Right Back song so that people can listen to Mac's lovely voice.
Stark made this.
Oh, Lady T is busy, but she'll come right back. She's probably doing things, so enjoy this rap. I'm freestyling it, so it won't be good. Yes, I'm freestyling it, maybe she's bringing back food. I'm standing in my room and panicking. I wish I hadn't offered to be rhyming, cause I'm not good at this, although I always do it. Anyway, let's move on. Let's just get through it. She's maybe doing things like making some tea. She's maybe doing things like greeting a lady. She may be doing things like patting armadillos. She may be doing things like weighing things in kilos. Maybe she's going down to the shops. Maybe she's having a choco top. A chalk top? It's not something that exists in Ireland, so I'm not sure what the actual name of it is. Anyway, let me get back into it. Maybe she's buying some photo frames. Maybe she's drying or washing. Maybe she's bought a new PC and she's going down to unbox it. Maybe she's putting that cardboard in the recycling like she's a responsible adult. Yeah. Maybe she's bought 2 hats and deciding which one to return. Maybe she's putting pictures of people just like in a big pile so she can burn them. How would you rate this so far? That's good. It's not even the middle of the night this time. I have no excuse for this not being good. Maybe she is filling her water bottle or just at the toilet. Anyway, I'm sure there's probably been plenty of time, so hello T.
I'm here. What is this? Oh, yeah, that was Mac's song. Mac is from Northern Ireland. He lives in London. Ireland. I don't know. He lives in London now, I think. I don't know. Or England. I don't know where he lives. Cry, where does he live? I don't know. I'm making assumptions. He doxes himself all the time. He lives in Stoke. Okay. Why is there a fight in my chat between 2 people? I don't know. I know, Ali. I'm very aware what you're about to say. I don't understand anything that you guys are saying. I don't understand anything about Ireland. I'm not Irish. These are my links, guys. I'm Welsh. I'm from New Zealand. All we need to know about Mac is that he fights children. He does. I love people who think things offend me. It just doesn't. I'm not from New Zealand. I'm from Australia. I was messing with you. Anyway, let's get on with this. So, thank you, Ali. So, we're going to talk about the Tan family or the Galang-Baru family murders. Right? So, again, I'm allergic to vowels. I'm allergic to spelling. Anyway, let's get into this. So, again, I will give my warning. There are children murders in here. I was recommended this by my good friend Laxlam's younger brother. So, yeah, if anyone has any criticism, go yell at Laxlam. Not his brother, Laxlam. I'm being a dick today, don't ask me why. Because I can't tell you. So, like I normally do on this, I do talk about what surrounds the case, not just what is in the case. It is that kind of Monday. I don't know what's wrong with me, Jazz. I really don't. I have my, like, new little overall things on, and just weird today. More so than usual. So let's get into it. So I talk about what surrounds the case. I talk a little bit, like, we talk about the case, sure, but we more talk about what surrounds the case, the investigation afterwards. We kind of graze over it more so if you're here for the gory details, yeah. So let's talk about Singapore. This here is, like, I always forget that the mouse isn't on here. Okay. So we have Singapore there, but it also shows where it happens. So, but this is Singapore as I talk about Singapore. So, Singapore is now the Republic of Singapore. In 1965, Singapore became a fully independent nation. The wider marine region and much trade was under Dutch control. What's that, Jazz? Do I need to watch it? How to pronounce Singapore. Oh, okay.
Singapore.
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 Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. I tried. I tried. I gave it my red hot go. Sing. Ooh. Poor. Look, this bogan on us can't pronounce anything right. Why does anyone like sing poor? I don't know. Why does anyone watch me? I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Okay. So, like, it was under Dutch control. I just wanted to catch you before you went through, like, the whole stream, like, look, I'm going to distract myself again for something different. During school, I had to go to special education to learn how to pronounce all words. They taught me how to pronounce pool. I probably can't pronounce it correctly now. 3, free. Many other words, but those were the 3 that they really stuck on. I think I've told this story before. My dad sent me to Newcastle to learn how to crawl properly so I could write. Yeah. I'm not great with English. Anyway, let's get back onto this. British Governor Stanford Raffles, I don't know if that's correct. Oh, I had just a wonderful time saying the word night on my stream so the CC would understand. Yeah, that's kind of why I gave up with the CC. Like, I used to have a CC, but it couldn't recognize anything I said. I got everything from night to McNutt. Never. Oh, but see, here's the difference, Francie. English is my first language. English isn't your first language. You have a pass. I don't. Can't. Like, I just can't with this. No, I was like 6 and my dad sent me to someone, though. This is the funniest thing. To learn how to crawl. Because that was going to improve my spelling and my grammar and the way I write. I don't know. I still can't stand any of that. Because some people in academia, no offense to all the academics out there, but in academia, in pedagogy and teaching, and I've learned this because I did teaching for 3 years, that if you never learn to crawl, because I never learned to crawl when I was a baby, I went straight from sitting to walking. So if you never learn to crawl, you therefore can't write properly. Like, your hand-eye coordination is bad. Which, true, my hand-eye coordination is crap. But I don't see the logic behind it, but you know. If someone can teach me the logic behind it, then I'll be like, okay, cool, yeah, I get it. But my brain doesn't comprehend. No comprehend. Okay, I keep getting off track. I'm sorry. For people who have not been here for this before, this is generally what happens. I learnt to walk and run very fast, but I've always been clumsy, so that makes some sense. Yeah, ignore. No, yeah, but here's the thing, like, I've explained this before, I have hydrocephalus, so I have fluid issues in my brain. I feel like that would make more sense for my hand-eye coordination than crawling. I don't know. Okay, so British Governor Stanford Raffles, I'm just going to call him Raffles, arrived in Singapore on the 28th of January 1819. A formal treaty was signed on the 6th of February 1819. So the Sultan would grant the British rights to establish a trading post on Singapore. So it goes from Dutch control to British control. I'm just like, do you guys ever have any control? These poor fuckers. Meanwhile, I don't want to mispronounce this, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to copy and paste it. So in World War, I'm gonna say 2, there was this fucker, that fucker in the chat, because I can't pronounce English words. I don't want to mispronounce and offend anyone. But he committed war crimes against many different people. So I guess if I mispronounce it, I don't think anyone will be offended because he did commit war crimes. But he was World War II. Japanese took Singapore from Brits. Yes, that. But he committed war crimes against Singapore, but he was never persecuted for those war crimes. Like, these are just, like, little tidbits. Like, there is probably a million more interesting facts about Singapore. These are just some interesting ones that I found grazing through. I just thought, hey, this is interesting, which can definitely shape, you know, how this place is. So David Marshall, pro-independence leader for the Labour Front, won Singapore's first general election in 1955. Then the Malaysia Act in 1963 was signed, and Singapore ceased to be a state of Malaysia on the 9th of August 1965, becoming an independent state instead. It's democratic. It is a parliamentary republic state on the Westminster system, so it is very much based in the same way that Canada, Australia, and America are based, with the whole, you have your 3 separate things, like with the, God, I've forgotten already. So you have your court systems. I know this. I do. I've just forgotten. So you have, what I find very interesting too about it is that they have a prime minister and a president. So the president sets out who the cabinet is. And the president chooses the prime minister, and the prime minister sets out who the cabinet is, which is just a very interesting way to go. What was it? The president is the commander-in-chief of the military, and the cabinet is chosen by the prime minister and formally appointed by the president. Very interesting. I didn't know that happened, but that's cool. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. So, yeah, it's just a very, like, it's very similar. Yeah, in France as well, yeah. So, like, the Westminster system is copied across into a lot of other countries as well, like France. Or, not like France. Doesn't France have their own system? Because the Westminster system, I can't pronounce it, sorry. Apologize. Yeah, it's like the British system. So it's copied across into, like, Australia, Canada, just places like that. So yeah, it's just very interesting to, like, follow across to kind of learn. I'm fully aware that this is very I've just done a very skim Criminology Monday because it's been a rough week, but I'll do better. So let's get into the murders. So these are the 4 children. Yeah. Okay. This is another thing that I will make very clear to people. I don't like to do, if I do murder cases, I only do unsolved. I do unsolved because I don't like to talk about someone's tragedy unless I'm bringing something to it. So if I'm bringing awareness to something that needs to be solved, I'll talk about it. But if I'm bringing awareness to something that's solved and someone just wants their pain to be like, they're like, okay, this is done. The person who I want, unless of course it's a case where it's solved, but in that case there was a lot of mishandlings, I'll do that. But I'd prefer to do an unsolved so that there's justice to it, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's where I'm going with this. So in this case, there is 4 children. The older of the 3 are boys, and they're students at Pendermere Road Primary School, and they had a younger sister who went to nearby People's Association Kindergarten. Another thing that I found very interesting that my husband actually told me while I was researching this is that Singapore has the main language English, which I did not know. So that's why a lot of the information was in English. So the children were, the eldest was 10 Kok Peng, 8 10 Kok Hin, 6 10 Kok Sun, and 5 10 Chin Ni. If I mispronounce, I am so sorry. So this happened at their flat at Block 85 at Geleng Baru. I hope that's pronounced correctly. So it happened on January the 6th, 1979. Now, I made a timeline. I don't know if you can see it. If you need it blown up, I can do that too. Just tell me if you need that blown up, if anyone's there. So at 6:35 a.m., 10 and Lee, so 10 is the father, Lee is the mother. They left for work, so that's 6:30. So what happens was they owned a minibus service where they would I don't know if you can hear that, and I apologize. They owned a minibus service where I'm just gonna blow that up anyway, just in case. No one's there right now, but in the vlog they might need it. So at 6:30 they went for work. They operated a minibus service that transported students to school. So when they leave though, their kids are still asleep, and they call at 7:10 to be like, hey, wake up, you need to go to school. But when they call at 7:10, no one answers. So that's worrying for them. So I've written here though that that's 35 minutes. So I can't, because I don't know, I like researching, and I like kind of give windows of opportunity and stuff like that. So 35-minute window of opportunity. The mother phoned 3 times to wake them, received no answer. She proceeded to ask the neighbors to help wake the children. The neighbor knocked on the door but also received no call. When the couple returned home after work at 10 a.m., 2 hours and 15-minute gap from phone call, but 3 hours and 25 window of opportunity, Lee found the bodies of their children in the bathroom. They'd been piled on top of each other in their t-shirts and underwear. They had slash wounds on their heads. Their right arm of Kong Peng, the eldest child, had been almost taken off, while Chin Lee, the youngest child, the girl, had wounds on her face. The children were reported to have 20 slashes each. So here's like some details leading up to it. The mother's keys had gone missing days prior. The house was cleaned of evidence, so there was no evidence. So it had been washed. So the thing is, very importantly, the person knew they had enough time to clean. They felt comfortable in the house. They were let in. There was no someone let them in. And then the murder weapon was missing, and the oldest kid was holding onto hair. Okay. Now, let's look at this. This is fascinating to me. This is the Singapore Police Force page, which honestly is so informative, which is shocking to me, because you go on to like any other police force page in like I don't know. I found this while I was looking at, I'm just trying to enter into this, but anyway. So while I was looking, I found this page that kind of explained the investigation. I want to highly recommend it. So here's that if anyone is interested. So they talk about the people who investigated the scene, and it was the CID. So you go here and you've got the Criminal Investigation Department, and it explains here the Criminal Investigation Department is the premier investigation agency and staff authority for criminal investigation matters within the Singapore Police Force, SPF, and explains that their mission is to prevent, deter, and detect crime through excellence in investigation. So they have Major Crime Division, Special Crime Division, Technology Division, Forensic Division, Intelligence Division, kind of like all these different ones. They've got like 8 different ones. So on the site that I was looking at, they said that it was the Specialized Crime Division, which I was thinking it would be the Forensic Division that looked into it, but I don't know, it's the Specialized Crime Division looks at Specialized Crime Policy Branch, Organized Crime, Financial Investigation, really weird things, which kind of comes up in like this really weird theory which comes up later. And I don't normally mention theories, but I'm only talking about this theory later because it's insane but kind of funny. And it comes from a comment on a video that I watched, which is really like insanely like specific, and I don't know, it was just very interesting. So I go back here with the kids. So after all of this, the 2 weeks later, the Tans received a Chinese New Year's card, which it might or might not have been a hoax, but the card did have their nicknames on it. So this is why this case is just, I think this is one of the most bizarre cases I've actually talked about, because it's like one of those cases which you like gathers a lot of speculation and people going into like, oh, it could have been this person or it could have been this person and this is what happened, and a lot of Reddit detectives and stuff going into like guessing, and I just find it very interesting. So it had their nicknames and it taunted them with, now you can't have any more offspring, and it was signed the murderer in Mandarin. So the reason why that was so weird to them was because the mother had been sterilized after their last kid, and yeah, it was just a very odd thing. So I don't know, I find that really sad that someone that knew so much about them did that to them. I don't know, it just makes me very sad. Then the police believed that it was motivated by revenge. The police pursued the possibility of the killer being a discontented gambler. However, that angle investigation did not lead to the murderer, and the Tans told the media that they had not offended anyone. January the 7th, the day after the homicide, investigators questioned 2 women connected to the where is it? To the murders, but released them, not commenting if the women were of any help. People claim they saw Chinny struggle with a man in his flat in a block, but witnesses could not be located. And that's a lot of people keep claiming, oh, I saw this, and then the witnesses would disappear. A lot of witnesses would be like, oh no, this happened, and then they disappeared. And it's very upsetting and unsettling that they would say something happened, and then they would just be like, oh no, that didn't happen. And it's just like very upsetting. So a witness told the Chinese newspaper he saw a couple, one of them bloodstained, leaving the scene of the murder. One of the Tan's neighbors, a 68-year-old Yam Yin-tin, said she usually sat along the common corridor to watch the children playing, and she would have seen anyone coming along, but she actually was washing her hair that day. And that's like a lot of what was happening. It was just people like, oh, usually I'd be there, but I wasn't that day. A lot of people, I don't know, it's very common of like distrust of the police. And that's like a very common thing. It's like a distrust of the police. And that's like why there is I don't know, it's a very like people have like jumped to the conclusions that it's this big conspiracy and all this stuff, but I've just like, hi Ghost, I'm using like my criminology lessons and just seeing it as it's people are distrusting rather than it's a massive conspiracy. But yeah, there is a massive like story that comes. I'm really good, thank you. How are you? So there was a taxi driver from Teo Peo later reported a man in his 20s who walked with a lurch had boarded his taxi near block 96. So there's a lot of the places are called block this, block that, and like that's where they lived in block, where was it? Block 58. Oh, cool. I hope you have fun playing that. And so he got out at block 96 along Kalangbaru Road near the location of the murder at about 8 a.m. that morning. And so he claimed that the man had bloodstains on his left side of his body, carrying a knife, and so Mr. Tan matched the taxi driver's description to a neighbor of his, a young man who visited the family flat almost daily to use their phone, and he was known as Uncle. This crime may not... Yeah, it's not great. I could just... I feel very self-conscious now. So so I'll just like branch it out. It's just that there's this man who was very well known to the family named Uncle. They don't know his real name. He's just named Uncle. And the family saw the picture of him and said, yeah, that's him. And so then the taxi driver picked him out in a lineup too. And the guy known as Uncle, so distracted now. They couldn't hold him, so as soon as he was released, he moved out of the block with his sister. So, but he was like very well known to the family, so that's like where majority of the people suspect. That's all. But this I don't know how I feel about this comment. Like, I don't know if I should even bring it up, actually, because I like to give people all the information, and it's already, like, I watched a video, and it's very well done, and I really like it, and I don't like to spread things, but I don't know, I just find it very interesting. It's like, in Singapore, her mum lived in where they were, and like everyone in the area knew who the murderer was. And then it also talks about supernatural things. But it's just such an interesting idea that it was all over a lottery ticket, which I find such a fascinating idea. I don't know, because the police were looking into the idea that it was all over gambling. But at the same time, it's like, you follow the evidence, you don't follow, like... But I just find it fascinating. It's all fascinating. But anyway. I feel like I scared everyone away with that one. It's fine. Let's get some music. Yeah, it was a bit dark. I did warn people, like, when I was going to talk about it on Crim's stream, that it was pretty dark. Yeah, I'm okay with distractions. I like me some distractions sometimes, though, Francie. Also, my phone's been going off, like, the whole way through it. So there is that. I haven't been playing uke, like, the whole time that I've had off, so this is gonna be interesting. New challenges. Woo! Swimming in a fishbowl. Oh my god. Yeah, it was pretty dark though. I don't like talking about children that much. I was watching a documentary though on the, what's it called? was a documentary on like blackmail on one of the grocery shops in England. It was really good though. But they were using bombs to blackmail them. Such a geek. Okay. Let's do some chords then. We got a G, a C, an A minor. Oops. Loves me some musics.
Almost perfect. Next time, you'll nail it.
Nah. Just yell at it. Something's severely wrong with me. I don't know what's gotten wrong. My bad talking to myself is back. I was doing so well too, Ali.
Step into my little boat. I wanna take you to places. Don't be afraid, we'll stay afloat. Let's go see some happy faces. jam on till it's Monday. I can play my little guitar, and you can play the bongos. There beneath the brightest star, we'll eat the sweetest mangoes. I can play my little guitar, and you can play the bongos. And there beneath the brightest star, we'll eat the sweetest mangoes.
I've gotten like it perfect before jazz. I just have taken some time away from playing because I had a week of doing nothing. Sometimes when we have 0 spoons, we do nothing. And that's fine. I did play a little bit yesterday. That's a lie. Oh no, I hate this. Why did I do this? Yeah, I understand, love. Sometimes I do terrible. Fuck. It does get really repetitive, but it also is extremely fucking hard. Especially when you gotta play 2 strings at fucking once! I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. It was a weird panicky state of mind around Thursday when I hit. Oh! You hit a filly? Congratulations, Francie. I am literally like, I've been so away from everything last week that I was just like so exhausted. The thing that exhausts me though, like people don't quite understand, is that socializing also exhausts me. Like doing anything quite exhausts me because I am quite introverted. I know I don't come across it. Talking to another person takes my energy. Yeah, what do you play? My face and my creative arms. Yes, Francie, I love it. Yeah, what do you play though? That's cool. I'm gonna go on to my songs. Let's see. Introverts on Twitch Unite, absolutely. I'm still playing, Ali. I'm not done yet. Okay. When I see your face, it's like I hit rewind. Cause you're on repeat, just like so good in Sweet Caroline. I love it. I love bass. When the windows close, I hear your heartbeat echo. I feel the same rush all over for the first time all over again. I swear that these days you were stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Take it like the song in my head. Snap. Back to the summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Take it like a song in my head. And I made mistakes, but you were not one. And I finally found those letters lost under my tongue. And I hear your name, every single line, every single song I've ever heard, and I still feel the same way. I can't shake you now. And I swear these days you were stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Think it's just like a song in my head. Back to that summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Think it's just like that song in my head. And over and over and over in my head. Over, oh, and over and over, singing just like the song in my head. Over, over. I love that song. It's my favorite. I've been trying to practice Hurt by Johnny Cash. Ooh, sax. I love that. Myself today to see if I still I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar scene. was what is that? Yeah, I love that song too. It's such a beautiful song. Like, I just go through like this website and just look for like really good songs. Just trying to look for something fun. Could play that. I just play the same fun song every time though. Play some pop. T, play some pop. I thought that I'd been hurt before, but no one's ever left me quite this sore. Your words cut deeper than a knife. I need someone to breathe me back to life. Got a feeling that I'm going under. Too high pitch. Too high pitch. High pitch. Compliment myself. I'm streaming, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like, I did well. I liked my high pitch. That was fun. Son of a bitch! Got a feeling that I'm trying to get the note. Got a feeling. Angelica. I don't know if you can see this. I have played a. Oh, that's cool. I want to get an electric ukulele. I know it sounds like a waste, but I want one just because it sounds cool. Here's what I was looking for. Jazz, here's the song I was looking for. I had a dream about her, she rang my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in kids and tube socks. She doesn't know who I am, and she doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag babe. Baby, yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. There should be another note there. So, cats, what happened here? Look, okay, so I'm a mod on many different streams. And in all the streams that I'm a mod on, well, majority of them, there's cats on the sound alerts. So yeah. Also, where is the butt? Where is the butt version of? Anyway, her boyfriend's a dick. He brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block and he drives an IROC. He doesn't know who I am and he doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh, yeah. Dirtbag. Oh, she doesn't know what she's missing. Ooh, yeah. Dirtbag. Man, I feel like home. Friday night, I am lonely, lo and behold. Whoop. She's walking over to me. This must be fake. My lips start to shake. How does she know who I am? And why does she give a damn about me? I think I've royally jammed the fuck out. That was actually really fun. I enjoyed that. Thank you guys. I need to start thinking of ideas from my backdrop, by the way. Thinking I might make something. Some tea inspired backdropping. If you have ideas, please please drop it in the Discord. But yeah, we should. That was fun. Thank you guys all for being here. Let's have a look. Let's see who's around. Who's around abouts? Well, thank you guys. I highly appreciate it. And thank you all for all the new little beans that have come over from... I don't know who that is, but I'm always open. I do love my ukes. I love learning. I love doing that. I'm always open for new streams. I was thinking of someone to raid, but if that person I think you would like, okay, if that's someone I would like, I'll have a look then. Holds while I looks. Oh, they're part of the Rasco Rangers, then that's part of my husband's team, so I shall definitely go over. Today is book club stream. Oh, book club. I love book club. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Highly appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the new people. Also, still highly recommend, go check out IRM Crim's VOD. Also follow them. All that good stuff. Get teabagged? Yes. Thank you guys. Love you all so much. Thank you.